Kristen, and I have lost 82 pounds using a ketogenic lifestyle. Today, I am going to talk to you about my 8-month keto anniversary. On July 21st, 2019, I decided to change my life forever and started a ketogenic lifestyle. And even with all the craziness out in the world right now, I am staying the course and I am not going to change and stop keto because of the virus or the pandemic. Keto is one of the only things that I can control. I can't control the rate at which the virus spreads. I can control my own body, and I'm making sure I'm not getting out there, and I'm self-quarantining and social distancing, but I can't control the virus, and I can't control how everybody else reacts to it, but I can control keto. I can control what I put into my body, and that's what I'm doing. I have had people say to me, oh, you probably can't do the keto diet now that this virus is happening. And my response is absolutely, I have to do it. I have to stay the course. If I don't, I'm going to feel sick. I'm going to be miserable, and I can't do that again. And I don't want to come out of this feeling sick and miserable. So in order to feel my best and to stay in control, I need to stay keto. I did overeat. I ate probably up to 3,000 calories for a couple days when everything was happening and I was trying to figure everything out. But since things have calmed down and I don't have much to do in the house, I have decided that I need to keep my carbs low and that I'm going to control this aspect of my life. I know a lot of people aren't feeling in control and they're abandoning keto, and I've noticed that there isn't a lot of keto activity in the YouTube universe, but I'm here to tell you that I'm here and I want to talk keto still. So if you're still doing keto, or if you want to start doing keto while we're in quarantine or social distancing, drop me a note. I want to talk to you about it. I want to do keto. I'm staying keto. It's just one of those things I control. Like, I can't control the transmission of the virus. I can control my response, and I'm staying in and I'm staying away from people that are out in public, but I can control that. I can control how I react with my kids, and I can control my diet. So I'm focusing on that. I can't get on Facebook or social media. I can't look at the news except for once a day, but I can control this. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to urge you to do that with me. So I'm here at the beach in Maine. It's pretty busy. It's a very cold day, but beautiful. The roads are pretty busy for Maine on a Sunday afternoon, late Sunday afternoon. It's really busy. People are out driving around. I don't see anybody hanging out too close together, but there's nowhere to go, nothing to do. Today I'm going to talk about how I'm celebrating my 8-month anniversary of being on the keto diet or lifestyle. I'm going to give you the top 10 reasons or top 10 things that have changed for me since I started keto 8 months ago. The first thing is losing the 82 pounds, but that's not the best thing about it. Yes, it's wonderful to have lost 82 pounds, but it's not the best thing that's happened. So here I go. Here is number one. I had to write it down because I'm not going to be able to remember this. My stomach issues have cleared up. I have always been sick, and I didn't even realize how sick I was until I felt better. I have been sick. I would eat and just my stomach would hurt, and I had major GI issues. And at one point I thought I needed to get tested for Crohn's and celiacs and everything else, but I never did. But those issues are gone. I do not have any stomach issues. I don't have any. It's actually amazing. I used to be lactose intolerant. I'm no longer lactose intolerant. So the changes that I have seen are absolutely amazing. I never thought I could feel this good. I was so sick all the time. I just thought that was normal. That's a huge benefit for me. My second one was no more lactose intolerance. I would get very ill and have to be near a bathroom every time I had dairy, and that is no longer the case for me. At first, I still was lactose intolerant, but now I can have lactose. Number two is I'm no longer lactose intolerant, which is, of course, a GI issue too, but it's a big one. Number three is I have more energy. I I could sleep all day, every day, no problem whatsoever. If I had a chance to sleep, I would do it now. I actually want to sleep sometimes to get rid of anxiety, and I can't. I have too much energy. That's a huge one because I never felt rested. I would always be like, oh, I need to sleep so I can focus. And now I feel rested all the time. So that's a huge one. In 8 months, I've changed my life where I will have trouble falling asleep. I need to make sure that I'm active enough and that so I'm ready to go to bed at night because I have to get up in the morning with my kids. So next one is my anxiety is curbed. When I eat too many carbs, my anxiety starts to creep up. So I don't know why, but it is what it is. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that I keep my carbs as low as possible, and that's what I'm doing during this time. Is I overate for a few days, but now I'm trying to get my carbs back down to a level where I can curb my anxiety. I have a way to control my anxiety, and it's that I can curb my carbs. Today I've had 3 carbs, and that helps me stay in control. So number 5 is I'm more in tune with my body. When I eat something, I can tell whether or not my body can tolerate it or not. And before, I just never knew what foods were doing to me or how I was reacting. And I don't know if it's because I'm eating less processed food or I'm just more in tune with how my body feels, but I am more in tune with how food affects me. So if I feel like something makes me not feel the best, then I usually will say, I'm not going to eat that anymore because I don't feel very good when I eat that. So that is number 5. I can fit clothes in the regular section. That's a non-scale victory. All of these are non-scale victories. Being able to go into a store when we used to be able to go into stores is a really good feeling to be able to go into the store and be like, hey, I like that and that and that, and I'm going to buy them. Like, I couldn't do that for over 10 years. So that's a really big thing for me that I can do that now. That's my number 6. Number 7 is I can open my gas latch on my car. I could not bend over in my car and open my gas latch. And now I can do that. So that is a big deal. Some of these are little, but they're big deals. Like, these are benefits of losing weight and being on keto. But I mean, they're little things that people take for granted when they don't have weight issues. But I feel really good that I can open my gas latch now while I sit in the car. So I can tie my shoes. I couldn't bend over and tie my shoes anymore. And that was one of the things where you're just like, seriously, I can't tie my shoes. It is a huge benefit for me that I can do those simple, mundane things that you take for granted. And the last thing is I feel more confident. I really, you feel so much better about yourself, and it just increases my mood because I'm putting good food into my body and I'm fueling myself with good food and I'm making sure I get certain vitamins. So I feel much more confident about myself and my ability to do things. It is an appearance thing, but it's more that you feel better mentally when you're feeding your body the right things. So that is my last one. So how am I combating all of this anxiety and stress during these times? I ate up to 3,000 calories in a couple days time. But I started not to feel my best. And now yesterday I finally curbed that and I went back down to probably 1,600. And then today I'm going lower and I'm going to eat the normal amount of calories that I do, which is between 1,300 and 1,500 calories a day. And what I'm saying to myself is, this is the only thing that I can control. I can't control what's going on in the outside world, but I can control what I put into my body, and I can control how I deal with that. And one of those things is making sure I stay keto and that I don't stray from the keto diet. I don't want to feel sick, and that's what will happen. And some people say it helps your immune system. I don't know if this is true, but if you don't eat sugar and carbs, you're supposed to be able to fight off illness better. So there's a lot of reasons to stay keto. Some people don't think they can shop for keto, but you can. You can order things on Amazon. You can get things in the store. There's always something that you can eat to stay keto or sugar-free and carb-free. There's no reason to not stay keto. If they're not supplying things, then that's fine. But from what I can tell is they're running out of carby things like milk and bread, and I don't eat those things anymore. The only thing I can control is what goes into my body, and this will end eventually, and I don't want to come out being bigger and sick again. It's just not going to happen. I have everything prepared and stocked so that I don't have to stop eating keto, and I don't plan on stopping ever. Ever. I mean, if bread is the only thing left on the earth, maybe that's what I'll do. But for right now, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to let things in the outside world stop me. I did let the stress get to me for a few days, and I did overeat, but I overate on keto. I stayed keto. And that's what I need to do. I can't let what's going out in the world derail how I treat my body. And that's what you do is like, you say, people are saying, you know what, the world is crazy. I'm just going to eat what I want. I deserve this. And what I'm saying to myself is I deserve to come out of this feeling healthy and looking healthy and being the best person I can be. So going to carbs is not going to do that to me. It's going to make me feel worse. It's not going to make me feel better. And I can't do that. I can't do that to me. I can't do that to my kids. I can't do that in general. I need to stay the course. And that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. If you are struggling and you're not doing keto, you don't have anything to lose by staying keto. Yeah, it might be hard, but what else are you doing right now? If you're quarantined, worrying about what you can't control is not going to help you. Think about the things you can control. I can control keto, and that's what I'm focusing on. I can control how I react to the virus, and that's what I'm controlling. If you like what you see, could you please hit the like and subscribe button? That way I can get out into the YouTube universe. Are you staying keto? How are you reacting to this virus? Drop me a comment. If you need help trying to figure out what to get, I can tell you on Amazon, shipping times are a little bit longer, but they are still shipping and you can get keto things. In the cards, I have some things that you can buy keto from Amazon. You can do it. It's still viable. I know that a lot of people are not watching YouTube and they're concentrating on the virus, but concentrate on things you can control. Hey, so I'm outside now. I'm in Maine getting some vitamin D. Remember, take control of your life. Stay keto. Go outside, get some fresh air, and control the things that you can control. Don't worry about the things that we can't control because it's not worth it. Bye.